get kind of closer to the base because it's hot, right? And it gets a little bit colder towards the end. The reason why is because it only has a 1-inch heating element. Okay? What we did back in 1998 when we created the curling one, we took that heating element and stretched it all the way to the end of the barrel, and then we lowered the temperature down to just 290 degrees. Okay? Back in the day, we only had a little on and off switch. So right now, yes, we have temperature control because times have changed since 1998, right? But back in the day, we only had it at 290. Okay? So today, even though I can go up in temperature to 410, I'm going to use it today at just 290. Okay? This way I can show you that heating element, how it's stretched to the full length. Okay? And also, I want to show you guys that heating element that stretched to the end. The reason why we did that is because every single wrap around the barrel will give you the same amount of heat, it'll give you consistency and longer lasting curls. Right? So if you want your curls to last without falling out, you got to use a tool, something like this. Okay? We patent that heating technology, so a lot of other curling one companies, they just usually have the 1-inch heating element. Okay? So that's what makes ours really different and stand out. So today I'm going to be teaching you the first one. Is going to be the ribbon curl. Okay, the ribbon curl. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little piece, 1-inch piece right here, and I'm going to take the iron and I'm going to wrap it flat around the barrel, and I'm just going to smooth it as I wrap it around. Okay, flat side by side. I'm going to try not to overlap it. Now you can hold it here, or you can hold it at the end right here. It has a little pull tip. We're going to hold it for about 5 to 7 seconds, okay? Then you're just going to slide it out. You could always do like a little pin too if you want to do a full set. You can always pin them all up and then at the end release it. So if you want the curls to be a little bit, tighter. Let it cool. Drop it like it's hot, and now we have a curl. You see how easy that was to do? So no clipping, no bringing it up, bringing it down, no special tricks. It's just wrap it flat, and I'm done. Okay? So I'm a big fan of working smarter, not harder. I don't know if you guys are, right? You want to work smarter, not harder, right? You don't want to be working all day long, putting all this extra work in if you can do something easy like this, right? So you guys see the consistency that it has? It's very even all the way through. It didn't take me any special techniques to be able to do it. I just wrapped it flat. Okay? So how we did the first one is going to be ribbon. So this is going to be flat on the barrel. Okay? And then next, I'm going to show you guys the ringlet curl. Okay? The ringlet curl, I'll do it right next to it.
Can I record it?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, $10. I'm just kidding. 20? No, absolutely. You could record. I'll autograph it at the end if you want.
All right.
All right, here. So I'll show you guys the next one. This is going to be the ringlet curl, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same technique, except instead of wrapping it flat, I'm going to wrap it with a little twist. You see that? So wrapping it and twisting it. Wrap, twist, side by side, okay? And then hold it here, okay? So I'm going to hold it. I'm going to wait for like about 5 to 7 seconds. I can touch this biggest piece right here, make sure the heat travels all the way through that. Bring it up towards the root. We're going to let that cool for a second. Let it cool. Bring it down, and you guys can see the difference between a ribbon curl and a ringlet curl. Right? So this is more quinceañera, right? And this is more like beachy wave, right? So it's a little bit different, right? Con quinceañera, right? So it's the same thing, okay? Except the only difference I did was twist it. This one I wrapped it flat. 2 different types of curls, but using the same exact barrel. Pretty cool, right? So what do we do for that one? We just added a twist. Okay? Did you guys see me do something harder? No, it was actually easier, right? Because I just wrapped it and twisted it. It's super easy to do. Okay? So no rocket science there. Let me show you guys the next one. The next one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a wide section right across Linda's scalp. Okay, so I'm going to grab a horizontal section, just like this. Okay, horizontal section. And what I'm going to do, brush it out because her hair's bad. Okay, and I'm going to just take this wide section all the way across her scalp horizontally. Okay, you guys see that? horizontal section, just right across. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that iron and I'm actually gonna set it here and I'm gonna wrap it backwards, okay? Now you can always wrap this way on top, which the iron's on top of the hair, and that's gonna go away from the face. If I wrap it here, that'll go inwards towards the face. Now, which is the right way to go? Well, you're the artist. You get to create whatever style that you want, okay? I just show you the direction. Every stylist is gonna be different. You can always do alternating curls. You can always do layers, alternating curls. You can do the same way. It's totally up to you, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pinch this, put the iron here, twist, and wrap that whole section. So I'm doing it almost like the ringlet curl, where I'm twisting it as I wrap it around. Okay. And I'm gonna hold it for about 7 to 10 seconds this time because I grabbed a bigger piece. So I'm just gonna wait about 7 to 10 seconds. Okay. Now once the heat traveled all the way through, slide it out, cool it. Thank you.
The weddings, how they do like
Yeah.
the weddings, how they do like
Yeah.
that? Okay.
Yep, weddings, it's a really good application. Also, and then we also just added a twist. That's the only difference, we just made it wide.
One question.
Yeah.
Is in this case, we can put hairspray before?
Sure.
We can do it on only when you're done?
Sure, up to you, up to you.
That's the
This is my recommendation, I don't use any hairspray, any product at all, but you guys might want to, right? Because you want your curls to last, okay? But, I would usually do it after, I don't usually do it before,
Okay.
but it's up to you, it's up to you, okay?
But
It's a stylist.
and you know everything about that, you, for recommendation is the style after you make it the curl?
Yes, this is the reason why. Actually, I'll show you this before you write that down, okay? So, remember I told you guys about the heating element, how it's the whole length?
Yes.
That's gonna create a longer lasting curl. So, this is what I mean by that. So, say you do somebody's hair for a wedding, right? Or a quinceañera, right? And this is gonna be your quinceañera curl, for example, or a wedding. That heating element, it heated up every single piece of the hair evenly because it's the same heat. All the other ones, they usually heat it the most here, and then it gets colder as you get to the end. Sometimes the curls fall out after like an
Yeah,
hour.
very
2 hours.
fast.
Very fast. So if I take this and I brush this out, right, over and over and over again, brush it out, brush it out, brush it out. Even if I sleep on the curls, right, or you have your client that sees their aunts, their uncles, maybe their little nieces and nephews, and they mess up their hair, right? Normally curls would just fall out, especially with that much damage or that much messing up hair, right? So that curl would be gone. This one's nice because even if you take this curl and you literally just brush out the curls, the heating element, remember I told you, heat it up from root all the way to tip evenly, all the way through to the end. So you just take this, and boom, the
Oh,
curls
wow.
come back.
Wow.
The curls come back for 2 to 3 days. You see?
Oh.
So yes, you can use hairspray after, but the cool thing about our irons is it heats up evenly, so the curls will last twice as long.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So now this is crazy. I totally messed it up. I tangled it up. Totally messed it up, right? So
What about the heat protector?
the heat protector you would use at around 450. Sometimes depending on the hair though, right? Depending on the hair. So if the hair is really thin and you're using hot temperatures, it just depends, right? It's always a case by case, but at 290 degrees, you don't really need heat protectant because it's very low, right? So at 450 is when the hair starts to really burn. So, but yeah, I mean, depending, some hair will burn earlier if it's damaged, if it's bleached for so many times, maybe it has more of their thinner hair, right? It could burn faster. So it just depends, okay? But it's pretty cool though, right? So you guys have that confidence as a stylist, like if I do this hair with this wand, with that heating element, then I know that the curls will last. And that's just way more confident as a stylist, okay?
No.
So any other questions? You guys have great questions. Any other questions? Pretty simple, right? Now you guys have learned the 3 core techniques of one styling. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. I'm just kidding. All right, I'm gonna show you guys the next one now, okay? The next one is gonna be this one. Have you guys seen these ones like in the stores and stuff? Right, where it's like a cone? So this one was created for a certain purpose, okay? So the certain purpose is gonna be for, it's wider here and a little bit smaller here, right? So I'm not gonna have time to show you guys all 3 techniques with every single barrel that I have, but I'm gonna show you at least one of them. Okay, I'll do like the body weights because the body weight's nice. Okay, so I'm gonna take another section. Okay, I'll take another section. Right here is bad, so I'm sorry, I'm brushing it out, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a wide section, right? If I'm gonna do a body wave. Now what a lot of people try to do is they say, oh, Eli, I'm gonna try the body wave. And then they grab their 1-inch piece, right? You're not gonna get that big, long, like section like that. You have to do a wide piece, okay? So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a wide piece. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm waiting for this to heat up. It heats up to 290. Heats up in 30 seconds, by the way. So we made it heat up very fast because as a stylist, you need it to heat up quick. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pinch it. Now instead of going this way, I'm actually gonna show you guys how it looks this way too. This is underneath, so it's gonna go inwards towards the face. And I'm gonna twist and wrap that whole piece right here. Okay. And I'm gonna hold it right here on the iron. Wait for this to heat up. I never got an invite to the party, Daisy. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
They pulled me at last minute.
No, it's okay, I'm just kidding.
Before graduating.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slide this out. Now, did you guys notice how I used the bigger part right here on the base? So what that's gonna do at the root of the hair, it's gonna give you more of a looser type of curl and get a little bit tighter towards the bottom. So bring it down, pop it, and you guys see, it's a little bit looser here, but a little bit tighter on the bottom. So this is gonna create more of a loose root, tight end, so it's more natural, right? Because a lot of girls with naturally wavy hair, it's a little bit looser here, and then starts to get a little bit more wavy, right? So this is gonna be that same type of technique. This is for somebody who's like, I don't want Shirley Temple curls on top of my head, right? I want it to be a little bit softer. No problem, I can do that for you. That's actually why this one was created. Pretty cool, right? Now the reason why I did it underneath is because remember I was telling you guys are the artists, you guys can say which way it goes. A lot of stylists will do what's called alternating curls. So you see how I did the body wave the other way? So alternating curls will give you more volume too. You see that? So there's a lot of different cool techniques that you can use. So yes, you might want to do them back the same direction if you're styling every day. But if they want more volume, or if you're doing like a movie set or something like that, you can always do layer by layer alternating curls. It's pretty cool too, right? It's a little technique. But pretty nice though, right? Do you guys get it? Perfect. I'm going to show you guys now the next one on the list. Now, I had one of my students who told me, what if you just hold it like this and then wrap it from the root this way? And I was like, that's a really good thought, but we already created it. It's upside down. Okay, so we made it for you so you don't have to like jig it, right? So we're going to give you that one. I'm going to show you guys how that one works. So it's literally the opposite of the last one. This one's also good if you have clientele who doesn't tip you very well. If you usually just hit them on the head a couple times with this one, they give you a good tip, okay? Just kidding. It's just good for home defense, though.
I was thinking, did I hear right?
I know, right? No, I'm just kidding. Sometimes I say that joke in Texas, and then the people tell me, oh, we have guns. We don't need that. We have guns. So I was like, oh, you're right. I'm from California. They don't allow that there, right? All right, so I'm gonna show you guys the next one. This is gonna be for volume. So this is the opposite of the last client, right? So if the last client says, I want loose roots, tighter ends, this is gonna be for the client who's like, I want that tight root, I want volume. No problem. So do you guys know the bombshell look with Victoria's Secret, right? So I have a stylist that I know, and he does some of those Victoria's Secret models. And he's not the only stylist, there's a lot of stylists that do it, right? But he's just one of them, and he creates some of the bombshell looks with this exact iron. Okay, we've got the new one actually in where it's interchangeable. Back in the day, we had it together. I actually brought something for you guys to show you. This is one of our original curling wands from back in the day. This is from like the early 90s, okay? We still make them, but just on and off, right? But this doesn't come out, it's the same, it's all one iron, right? So we actually, when we created this wand, we made them all different, but every single one had the base connected, so you couldn't interchange it, right? So it was on and off. So this one was just like this, except it had this barrel on there, right? So, but I just wanted to show you, I had it in my car, and I was like, oh, I should bring this in the class and show you guys. This is one of our original designs, okay? I'll show you guys this one at the end. We made that one, we brought it back for the new design. So we made it for the interchangeable, okay? So a lot of the stuff that we sold back in the day that really made an impact in the industry, we kind of make sure we add it to the new list, or to the new irons, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys now the Reverso. This one's really nice to use. One of our stylists, like I said, he does the bombshell looks with it. So this is pretty cool to be able to show you guys, okay, of how he does it. So if you want to have a client that has maybe flat roots and they're like, hey, I want lifted roots. I want my roots to be a little bit more volumized. You just say, no problem, Linda. I bought this new tool and it's supposed to add a little bit of lift for you. Okay, so I'm just going to brush it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here in the middle of the root, just so you guys can see the difference between this and what I'm going to show you guys, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over the smaller part of the barrel. I'm going to get as close as I can to the root, and then I'm going to twist and wrap the rest of the barrel. Okay, so I'm just going to hold it here. Now, I grabbed a really thick piece. I don't know if you guys can see it from where you're sitting, but I grabbed a really thick piece. Okay, so I'm going to have to hold this a little bit longer. Remember, it's still at 290 degrees, so it's not going to overheat her hair at 290. It's very low, so it's slowly heating it up from the root. Okay, so don't worry about burning Linda's hair. Okay, let it sit for a second. I'm going to hold it for like 15 seconds or so. Okay, so hold it, hold it, hold it. Now I'm going to slowly just unwrap it. I'm going to let it cool for a second. Let it cool. Drop it like it's hot. And look at that. Bombshell. You see how much volume that is? It's definitely a lot more than what's on this side, right? So if you guys imagine this layer by layer, all the way through, it'll give you the really big bombshell type of look, right? You see the big scoop? So yes, it's super exaggerated, but I did it on purpose so you guys can see how exaggerated it can be. Now, if you want more volume, you can even grab a round brush and blow dry and go under that. You can tease it. There's a lot of things you can do, but this is a good baseline of like, we'll give you some volume. Okay. Any questions about that one? It's pretty cool, huh? It's pretty nice. So, also good for home defense, right? So you can use it as a baseball bat too if someone breaks in. All right, let me show you guys this one. This is my #1 favorite tool. Okay, I call this one the Shakira. So you guys know Shakira's hair? Like really small, right? This is her from her new music video. I don't know if you guys seen it, but she's amazing. That's my wife. All right. Shakira. She's amazing. All right, so I'm going to show you guys, wait for this to heat up at 290. Okay, this is called the 11 millimeter. We had another one like this on our old designs. We had a 13 millimeter, so it's a little bit bigger, but the 11 millimeter is the smallest that we've actually went. So I'm going to grab another piece here. I'm going to put the bombshell look away, and then we'll do all 3 techniques with the 11. How's that sound? So let's grab the first piece, and let's just do a 1-inch piece, and we're going to do the first one called the ribbon. Do you guys remember how to do the first curl that I did? Okay, how do you guys do it? Flat? Perfect. So wrap it flat. Now, with your hand, always keep it still. Okay? A lot of people do this, and it makes yourself, like, it makes it sometimes harder for you to do. Just keep it still, and then just wrap it flat. And I'm moving from my thumb to my middle finger, back to my thumb, back to my middle finger, and that's going to make it flat because I'm just smoothing it as I wrap it around. Okay, so you guys will get that technique. It's very, very easy to do. And remember, I'm just a tools guy, so if I could do it, you can do it. Okay, you guys are way better than me. Okay, so hold it flat, and we're going to hold it for about 5 to 7 seconds or so. We'll just slide it out, and boom, you have Shirley Temple. Okay, so super, super tight curls. Now, sometimes when I take this to salons, they're like, I'm not going to use that, right? And I'm like, why not? And a lot of the times it's because they say, I don't like those curls, right? You may not like those curls for you, But there's gonna be clients who like this type of curls. And if I was a stylist, I wanna make sure I take care of every single client with what they want, give them what they want, right? So if they're asking for this, and if you only have a big barrel, then you're not gonna be able to create that look, right? So unless you grab like a pencil and a straightener from TikTok, you can do something like that, but it's super unprofessional, right? So imagine being like, hey, let me grab a pencil really quick, I got you, right? Let me show you guys the next one. It's gonna be the ringlet curl. Okay, I'm gonna do the ringlet curl. How do we do that? Twist, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna do a little twist. And what do you do with this hand? Leave it and keep it still, perfect. I'm just telling you guys because when you guys come up and do it, you'll be like, I forgot everything you just said, Eli. You know, you'll get stage fright and you'll forget, okay? So this way you get in the mindset and you get that just in your mind. So if you're like, all right, cool, ringlet, hold still, twist, got it, right? So when you come up and you want to create that look, it'll be so easy to just remember it. So I might say it 3 or 4 times just so you guys remember it. And here's Shakira for you. Right? So look at how pretty that is, how pretty of a curl that is. Let me show you guys. It's so nice. I really like this one. So, like I said, there's not a lot of ways that you can really do that type of look unless you have a small barrel, right? So, ribbon curl and ringlet curl. You guys want to see the body wave with 11? This is my other favorite one. Now, when you guys go to a salon, most of the time you're gonna have stylists in the salon that only buy what they like. You know what I mean by that? Like, they just buy the tools that they like for themselves, right? But what that does is it just limits you to just that, because they just buy only that, right? It's okay to buy what you like, but buy other things that other people might like that you don't really like, right? Because I promise you, if you learn how to do perms in here, and you're bad at it, say you're bad at perms, and you're like, Eli, I'm so bad at perms, I don't want to do perms when I get out. I promise you, your first customer you're gonna get is gonna be like, I would like a perm, please. And then you're gonna be like, dang it, that's the one I don't wanna do, right? You're gonna get customers like that, and then you're gonna be like, she's like, I'll pay you a little bit more if you could do it. What are you gonna say, no? You're gonna be like, okay, I'll figure it out, right? So get good right now in school, get good at everything, even the stuff that you're not good at, okay? Because I promise you, when you get out there, you're gonna get that client that's gonna ask you to do something that you're never good at, okay? So if you're bad at bobs, you're bad at pixie cuts, you're bad at layering, maybe it's really choppy right now, right? So just learn how to do it, get better at it, okay? Get better when you're in school. So this way you don't give them choppy cuts and then they never come back again, right? Like you guys, I got a trim and they cut off half of it, you know, they never come back, okay? Same thing for you guys, okay? So let's do the body wave now. Okay, so how do I do the body wave now?
White section. You get more hair.
Perfect. Yep, the white section. We're gonna grab the white section here. Okay. And then what's next? Do I go on top of the hair or the bottom?
Depends what you want.
It's your choice, it depends, right? So if I go on top, which direction does it go? Away from the face, perfect. And then this is gonna be inwards towards the face, right? So I'm just gonna go away from the face, let's just do that. And we're gonna twist and wrap the whole piece, right? Twist and wrap it all the way through. I had a client that we were selling tools in Bloomingdale's in Fashion Island and South Coast Plaza for seasonal last year. And a lady walked up and she had hair like that was straight. And she was like, do you have a tight barrel for small curls? And I showed her the 1 inch because I was like, oh yeah, 1 inch, here you go. She's like, no, I want smaller than that. And I was like, your hair's so straight. I was like, is your hair straight naturally? She's like, yeah. And I was like, and you're looking for a tight curl? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, I don't think you're looking for something this small. She's like, that's the one, that's the one. And I showed her how to do the ribbon curl on her hair. And she was like, yes, that's the one I'm looking for. And if you looked at this lady, you would have no idea she would want that. Because her hair's straight, right? So most people with straight hair, they don't really want that, right? By the way, look at this. Look how bomb that looks. Maruchan, right? Top ramen, right? So the cool thing about this one is you can't create that look with anything else. I mean, it's gonna be super difficult for you to create that look, right? So this is a very, very unique style. There's a lot of different applications. Anyways, that girl that I showed her how to do that, she was like, oh my gosh, I'll buy it. I don't care what it costs, right? And I was like, okay, cool. So I ended up bringing her out. She bought this. and I was showing her how to use it. And I said, you know it's going to take you a long time because you have a lot of hair, right? And she was like, no, that's fine, I don't care. I'll just do it once in a while for special occasions. And we started talking, and then I ended up finishing her hair for her. And then she said, I said, what do you do for a living? And she said, I work for insurance claims for injuries for the NFL, for football. All right? And I was like, oh, wow. And I was like, so like, I said, you work for a firm? And she goes, no, I own the firm. And I was like, oh, wow, right? So she has, obviously, she's really high, she has money, right? And I was like, she's like, yeah, I have a lot of lawyers that work underneath of me, but I own my own firm. And I said, oh, that's cool. And she's like, yeah, you know what my husband does? I said, no, what does he do? And I said, well, I told her, I said, I'm a Chargers fan, because I like football, right? I'm a Chargers fan. She goes, oh, that's cool, he works for the Chargers. And I said, he works for the NFL too? And she goes, yeah, he's in the injury tent. So when they get injured on the field, they go to the tent, and then they get evaluated. He's the guy that's in the inside evaluating them, seeing if they have a concussion, stuff like that. So I was like, wow, her husband also makes really good money. So I was thinking in my head, well, if she likes this barrel, and you see her with straight hair, and you show her like other styles on your Instagram, maybe the beach wave or the body wave, but you don't have this one at all, you would miss out on that client. And that client knows other rich people. So I would want her as a client, right, if I was a stylist. She's just a friend now, like I have her on Instagram, like she's really nice, you know, but she's not my client because I'm not a stylist, right? But if for you guys would probably love a client like that, because think about it, she's high-end, she's gonna pay a little bit more, she's more bougie, will probably tip you very well, right? And then you can do the style that she's looking for, especially this. She tipped me $50. I can't charge for hair because I'm not a hairstylist. I can accept tips just for doing hair, right? I finished her hair for her, she gave me $50 cash. So $50 cash is amazing. Imagine what you guys could have charged her to do that. It might take you a little bit longer, so if you have a client that says, hey, Eli, I want this, and she has all this hair, just be like, hey, you know what, it's gonna take me a little bit longer, I might have to charge you a little bit more money, is that okay? Most of the time they're gonna be like, yeah, sure, no problem. How much more? Like $50, $100 more. Sure. If they want that look, they're gonna say yes. If you get a cheap person, they might be like, I don't know, no thank you then. Just be like, okay, which other one would you like? Right? Because you're not gonna do that service because it's gonna take too long, right? You can say no. You can say no. If they're not gonna pay for it, then if they're not gonna pay for hair dye, then you're not gonna dye their hair, right? It's the same concept, okay? If it's gonna take you too long, you don't have to do it. All right? So I'm gonna take off this one, and I'm gonna show you guys now. Last is gonna be the bi-tube, the flat iron, and then the blow dryer last, okay? So I'm gonna let this one heat up. Now I'm gonna tell you a little story about this one. Now the bi-tube, I went into a salon in Laguna Niguel, Laguna Niguel, right? And there's this girl named Riri Roya. She's a Persian lady, right? She's super nice. I got referred, hey, what's up? So I got referred to by one of the other salons. She said, you should go visit my friend. Her name is Riri, she has her own salon. And I was like, okay, cool, yeah, where's her salon? And she gave me the address. She said, I'll even text her, tell her you're coming. And she goes, she used to rent a chair from me, but now she owns her own salon. I said, sure. She goes, she likes bougie stuff like this. She's very bougie, you know? I was like, all right, cool. So I go and visit her. When I get there, there's a white Bentley outside. That's like an over $200,000 car. That's like more than like my dad's house, you know? $200,000, maybe not that much, but it's expensive, okay? So you have a Bentley? I was like, oh man. I was saying, maybe we can give you a ride.
It's $500,000.
It's a $500,000, yeah. Sometimes it can be $500,000, yeah. So it just depends on which one, right? So white Bentley in front, so I was like, oh, I'm at the right place. This is really nice, right? I walk inside, I sit on the couch, and she tells me, oh, go ahead and take a seat. I'll be right with you. I'm finishing my client. And I was like, okay, cool. Finishes her client, and the client walks out and gets into the Bentley. And I was like, ooh, that's her client's car, right? So I was like, this girl has money, right? So she says, you know what, come and see me really quick. Come and see me. I already finished with my client. Show me what you have. I showed her all of my barrels. I'm pulling out all my barrels like I did in the beginning of the class. And she grabs this and says, what is this? Show me how to use this. She grabs the one that she doesn't know, right? So I was like, all right, I'll show you how to do it. I showed her, which I'll show you guys right now. I showed her how to do it, and she was like, oh my God, that's amazing. She tries it, and she does a horrible job, right? She's like, I don't know how to do this. Eli, it's so hard, right? And I show her again. She likes it, and then she says, well, show me the other ones too. I started showing her all the other tools. She liked it. I showed her the flat iron, loved it. The blow dryer, she loved it, okay? So she said, you know what, how much for everything? And I said, oh, it's like $2,600. And she said, okay, hold on. goes to the back, gets her purse, her wallet, and gives me her card. Like 30 minutes into the demo. And says, okay, I'll take it. And I was like, okay, right? And I'm surprised because a lot of stylists will like ask me like, oh, can I get a discount? Like, give me like the best price. Like, you know, they like beg me, right? And I'm like, I gotta give them like a little $50 off, whatever, so it makes them happy, right? And she didn't care. She was like, yeah, here, let's do it. So I thought to myself, I was like, this girl makes money. So I asked her, I said, hey, you must make money to be spending money like this, because a lot of stylists will grind me for the price, right? And she goes, oh, did you see the lady that walked out? And I said, yeah, the girl who got into the Bentley. And she said, yeah. She goes, you know who that was? I said, no, who? She goes, that's Emily Simpson from The Housewives of Orange County on Netflix. And I was like, oh, who's that? And she was like, she's like a famous girl on Netflix. And I was like, okay, cool, right? And then she was like, yeah, I said, so you do celebrity hair? And she said, well, yeah, I do like the Housewives of Orange County. I do some of the Selling Sunset girls on Orange County. I do some of the Lakers basketball players, some of their wives. I do their hair. She goes, I also do like really big weddings, like Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Rolls Royces, like really high end, right? And I said, how much do you charge for like hairstyles, like just to style your hair? And she says, oh, 800. 800? And I said, 800 for style? She's like, yeah. I was like, there's no way you charge $800. And I said, how much for me then, if I come in and I bring a friend or something? She goes, for you, 600. I go, 600? I'm still not gonna pay that, right? So I thought that was expensive, you know? And I said, like, that's expensive. Like, that girl paid like that much money? She goes, no, she paid 2,800 because she got extensions. And she goes, I charge 2,000. And I was like, that's crazy, right? So I was like, this girl makes heck of money, right? So I asked her, I said, but aren't sometimes rich people sometimes can be a little bit cheap, right? And she goes, yeah, but that girl didn't pay. And I was like, you didn't pay, like you didn't charge her for that? And she goes, yes, I charged her, but she don't pay for it. And I was like, I don't understand. And she's like, yeah, the company she works with pays for it. So I was like, oh, really? And she's like, yeah. I go, but do they have a limit? She goes, yeah, their limit's like 5,000. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, because if she works with Netflix, Netflix gives her allowance. So if they're having another season, they're gonna make sure she dyes her hair, gets her hair done, all that stuff for the new season. They pay for it, they reimburse her. And I was like, oh, okay, I get it. She goes, yes, Eli, you don't understand? And I was like, yeah, no, I think I get it, right? She goes, Eli, let me tell you like this. She goes, if you are gonna get a haircut and I give you $1,000 to go get a haircut, maybe average $50 to $100 depending where you go, right? I give you $1,000, are you gonna go to a cheap one? Or are you gonna go most expensive? If you can only spend $1,000 on haircut. And I go, well, I'm gonna go to the most expensive. And she goes, great, I the most expensive. And I was like, oh, okay, I get it, right? She's smart, it makes sense. So I was like, I thought she was a little bit crazy, but she's actually very smart, right? And she said, you know what? If you charge the cheapest price, sometimes people think automatically you're the worst person in the area. You think about motel, the cheapest motel in the area is gonna be the worst motel you've ever stayed at. The most expensive hotel in the area is gonna be the nicest one you've ever stayed at. People automatically think price cheap, bad service. Price expensive, good service. Good quality, right? You buy shoes, same thing, right? Cheap shoes, $10 shoes, not gonna be the best, not the most comfortable. You buy $100, $200, $300 shoes, very high quality, right? Same thing, purses, everything you buy in life. She goes, if you think about it, Eli, don't charge the cheapest price. I don't charge the cheapest price. I get high-end clientele. The people who go to the hotels for $30 a night, those people, they're not my clients. The clients that I have are the ones who stay in the 5-star hotels. Those are my clients. The people you see walking up there are my clients. She goes, you can choose which one you want to be. You can do a lot of the people's hair for $50. You can do 1,000 people's hair, but you're going to be working all day in the salon, 12 hours, 14 hours a day, and making very little bit of profit. Or you can charge a good amount, and I work two clients per day. I book out 3 hours. I do an amazing job. I take my time, have a great day. I make $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in 2 hours, 3 hours, right? So I was like, I get it. She's making more in less time, right? So what I noticed about that, the reason why I'm telling you guys this story, because this one always reminds me of her now, right? And the reason why it reminds me of her is because she grabbed something that she didn't know how to do. Okay, follow me, right? Now, everyone in the salon, whenever I go to salons, they always ask me, do you have a 1.5-inch barrel? Yeah, I do. Here you go. And they always try this, oh, I have a 1.5 inch already, I just want to see how the clip is, the tension, right? And that's cool, but they grab, the ones who are not making as much money, grab the ones that they're familiar with. You see what I'm saying? She grabbed the one she wasn't familiar with, which tells me she's open-minded to learning new things still. She's making that type of money, but the reason why she makes that type of money is because she wanted to learn new things. And she got to that level fast. I asked her how long you've been doing hair, and she said 8 years. 8 years? That's crazy. I know stylists who've been doing this for 30 years and who don't even charge close to that, right? So she knows value, right? Teach you value. The reason why, when I go to salons, the ones who are always open to learning new things in the salon are the ones who always make the most money. I notice that every salon I go to, I promise you, if you guys went with me to a bunch of salons today, the ones who are like, oh, show me that. How do you do this? Like, show me how to do that. I love that, right? Because I never used this before. Show me how to do that. I want to learn that. Those are the ones who are the best, the money makers, the winners in the salon. The ones who are like, I have that already. Oh, I have that. Oh, I already know. Oh, I have the biggest barrel. Nobody wants that, Eli. I want this. Everyone likes this. Okay. Those are the ones who they're making the cheapest money. They make the little peanuts. Right? Those that make the little bit of money. You know why? It's because they're very closed off to learning. And that what happens when people are like that, I call it know-it-all syndrome. When they know it all, right? Sometimes I go to salons, oh, I know. And I'm like, but here, let me show you. Oh, I know. And I'm like, okay, right? And I'm like, well, do you have a curling? Oh, I have everything. I have everything. I said, you have this one? And they say, well, no, not that one. And I thought you have everything. You have this one? What's this? I thought you have everything. And then I said, you have this one? And they said, no, not that small, right? I thought you had everything, right? The reason why I tell them that is because now all of a sudden they're like, what the heck is that, right? Don't be closed-minded. Don't be closed-minded. I promise you that's where your money stops. You make $35,000 a year as a stylist. The average in California is $45,000 a year for a stylist. 45,000. Crazy, right? Isn't that crazy? The reason why is because a lot of those people are like that. The ones who are making real money in the industry, because they're stylists that make millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands. There's a lot of stylists out there, especially in California, that make six-figure income. Those are the ones open-minded. Those ones are always taking extra education. After you get out of school, more classes. I want to learn how to do K-tips, I-tips, weft extensions, bead-ins, extensions, tape-ins, sew-ins. I want to learn all of it. I want to learn how to do curls, textured hair clients. I'm really bad at highlights, teaching how to do highlights. I'm going to take this cutting class after I get out of the school, right? Those are the ones that I promise you make so much money. If you ask any successful stylist, anybody, hey, have you ever taken extra classes? They're going to be like, oh, I spent thousands of dollars in school, in education, right? Now they're educators charging thousands of dollars to teach other people, right? That's where you want to be. You guys want to be there. You guys want to make money. I'm sure you guys all want to make more than 6 figures a year, right? Not just be at the average salary. Those are the people who work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and who are always looking for more clients that are saying, I have this barrel, and this is all I need. Okay, great. You're gonna get only the girls that like this type of style. Congratulations. And guess what? Nobody in here that I can see has this done on their hair. I just lost everyone in here as a client, right? But maybe some of you guys might like this one. It's a little bit looser, it's not too tight, not too loose, right in the middle, right? So maybe some of you guys want to try this one, which I'm going to show you guys. Maybe some of you guys might like the 11 millimeter. Maybe you with the curls back there, right? You might like this one, okay? There's a lot of different styles out there, okay? But I'm going to show you guys why she was so impressed, okay? But does that make sense or no? It's pretty cool, right? And I'm just telling you guys that just because I want you guys to make money. It doesn't benefit me at all when you guys make money, right? Because I don't make money off of your monies. But at least you guys can think about that in the future and be like, wow, if you learn nothing from my class today, at least you guys learn how to make money, right? So buy every single tool out there that you can. So this way, if it does something different that you can't do, get it, invest, right? There's a saying that's in business as a whole. It's called scared money don't make money, right? I've owned my own hair tools company. And when I created my own hair tools company, me and my cousin, we borrowed money from his mother-in-law. She took a loan out on her Costco. She worked at Costco. She had a 401k. We borrowed like, I think like 17,000 from her. And then I borrowed money from my friends. We invested our own money. So we had like $30,000 of like investment money that we invested in our own company. But we weren't scared because we're like, we're gonna have to figure it out, figure it out, right? So scared money don't make money. So if you're scared to invest, oh no, I'm not gonna invest in myself. Well, then I'm probably not gonna expand and grow, right? But if I never expanded on my investments on myself, right? Because stocks are risky, right? They're so risky, they go up and down. Crypto, all these different investments, right? Even houses now. Houses go up and down all the time, right? It's kind of scary to invest into. What do you want to invest into? You know, I always suggest to people, invest in yourself. Because you believe, you know what you can do. If you're lazy and you're like, I'm lazy, I don't do nothing, don't invest in yourself. Okay? Because you won't make money from yourself. But if you're like a go-getter, you're a hustler, you want to make money, I promise you, invest in yourself, and I promise you it's better than any stock. Okay? You guys will make good money. Okay? So now let me shut up, and I'm going to show you guys the next one, okay? Let me cállate. Okay? The next one I'm going to show you guys is the bi-tube. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start grabbing a white piece here. Okay? White piece. I'm going to take the longer barrel. I'm going to put it on the bottom. Okay? Then I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to twist it. Then you have to create a little loop to go over the small barrel right here. Over the small barrel. You're going to go under the big one. And you're going to bring it back to the middle. You see that? So like a number 8. Over the small one, under the big one, back to the middle. You see how I'm going down here? And I'm creating a little loop. This is so I don't burn my fingers off, okay? Create a little loop, bring it back to the middle, hold it. Now I'm going to hold this here for like 10 seconds or so. Once I held it here for a few seconds, I can even let go. Because it's really pretty much weaved through the barrels. Once it's done cooking, then I'm going to take it off the barrels. Then you're going to pray to the hair gods that this works. And then you're going to bring it down. And then you're just going to feather this out. And you have finger waves. Okay? So there's a lot of different ways to do finger waves. It's just another way. Isn't that pretty? I call this like fancy girl curls, right? Because it's not every day that you might do these, but there's a lot of applications for this. Weddings is really big. Also, if you grab this and you like grab this side and you kind of pin it, and then do like an updo in the back with like a nice diamond band, and then do this side, the same thing, do some updo with the curls or whatever. It's a lot of different applications, but you guys are the artists. I'm sure you guys can create some cool stuff in your head. Okay.
What rod would you suggest using for a little cheat sheet on the Hollywood wave?
I would probably do the body wave with, depending on the length, I'd probably do like a 1-inch barrel. This one. If you have like really long hair, like you have a lot of hair, I would probably do like a 1.25. Yeah. I wouldn't, to be honest, for Hollywood waves, I won't go bigger than 1.25. I know a lot of people go 1.5, but it's almost like nothing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like more of like a supernatural, like I woke up like this, you know. Well, my hair was in braids last night. That's gonna be more of your 1.5 inch. But yeah, for Hollywood waves, probably this one. This one probably would be my main one, and then if it's long hair, I would do the 1.25. But using the body wave technique. Okay. Did you guys enjoy that first part? We're just gonna show you the flat iron, the blow dryer, and then before you guys fall asleep on me, okay? So I'll show you guys the next two. Okay. I'm gonna teach you guys a couple things just about social media while this is heating up. Social media, post the after picture that you can see first on your Instagram before you post the before picture. Okay, a lot of people make that mistake where they post all the before pictures and then it looks horrible, like their page looks like they're a bad stylist, right? And so that's a very common mistake. I like your jacket, that's so nice. You're welcome. Make sure you post like the before pictures after it, okay? So make sure you do that, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go down to 170. So this one has 32 temperature settings on it, right? So does everybody in here have the same texture of hair? So would I use the same temperature? No, probably not, right? So, I teach out in the salons, right? So sometimes the stylist will say, oh, I have a GHD, right? GHDs are great. It does have one temperature setting, right? So I asked her, I asked sometimes the salon, I'll be like, hey, do you use that for everybody? And they're like, oh yeah, I love it. And I'm like, do you have the same client? Do you only one client or what? And they're like, no, I have like 5 clients and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, do they all have the same texture of hair? Well, no, they're different. And I said, well, you should definitely get one with temperature control. You know, it's important, okay? So at 170, it goes all the way down to 170. Now, this is very low, very, very low. It almost does nothing to the hair, okay? Now, the reason why we had such a low temperature setting available is so this way you guys can do synthetic hair, wigs, wefts, stuff like that, okay? You don't want to burn the hair by putting it too high, okay? Now, it goes up by 10 degrees at a time, so we did micro increments. 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, 220, all the way up, 10 degrees at a time to 480. 480 is super hot. Anybody read Celsius in here? Celsius, not Fahrenheit? No? Well, if you do, you just double click it and then go to Celsius. Okay? So, double click, Fahrenheit. Now, 480 is meant to fry off your client's hair, okay? 480, you never want to use that unless you have a client that has super thick, curly hair that will not straighten and you're doing a keratin treatment or something, okay? Almost never use it, okay? The reason why we don't market to people at home, like this is all marketed to stylists, is because people go home and they crank it up to 450 and then they fry off all their hair like my mom did, okay? So, that's why we market to you guys, because you guys know what you're doing, right? You guys are learning. So, go down to like 390. I would use around 390, pretty safe. 350 to 390 depending on the client. If you want to go up, you can. If you go to 480 for any reason, you're gonna have to use heat protector. Okay, heat protectant for the 480. Okay, that'll fry the hair. Okay, I'll show you guys how that one works. I'll just do one piece. I'm not gonna mess up that one because I like it. Okay, so let's do another piece in Linda's hair. Let's grab like all of this. You guys how thick of a piece it is? So I'm gonna brush this out just so it's not all tangled, and then I'll show you guys how it works with the flat iron. Okay. I know I'm not using a detangler brush, but this is all I had in my car. Okay, so don't judge me. All right. So with the flat iron, I'm gonna take this comb, make sure I can brush it all the way through. Okay. And the reason why I'm showing you on such a huge piece is because you want to see this thing work. You don't want to be like, look at how good I straightened this one little piece, right? A lot of companies do that, okay? I'm going to show you like this thing, if it works, right? So grab a big chunk, go all the way through, okay? And boom, like this. So I'm a big fan of working smarter, not harder, like I said earlier. So I'm just going to grab one giant piece, and I'm just going to go down slow. All the way through to the end. And this straightener will like get all of it done at once. So it does the job. If you guys really want a good straightener, this thing's incredible. Does anybody straighten their hair in here? You straighten your hair? You too? Can I straighten one of your guys' hair for a demo? Is that okay? All right, hop over here. Come on, let's give her a round of applause, yeah, for volunteering. If you want to do your hair too, I can do it after as well, okay?
It's kind of wet.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I just washed it.
All right, what was your name?
Kimberly?
Kimberly, nice to meet you. All right, go ahead and turn this way. And just keep smiling or else the straightener doesn't work, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a piece right in the middle, okay? If you want me to straighten all of your hair, I can do it after. Or tell me, you tell me. Ah, the little pelitos. Okay, here, I'll do the curls right here.
These are little cowlick. I've
cowlick.
never straightened that.
It just keeps it curled all the time, okay? I got your back like the chiropractor, okay? So let me go ahead and straighten it out. You guys all laugh at my jokes. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab a piece, and I'm gonna just clip this back so I can get it out of the way. And then if you wanna turn your head really quick. So she was talking about her cowlick here, and here on the bottom. So this thing never straightens? Okay, this will be the first time in your life. A straight cowlick. Okay, so I'm gonna grab just this whole piece right here. And with her hair, it's not the thickest, but it's not the thinnest either. It's like right in the middle, just really good hair. Right? Your hair is natural, right? Right now?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. All right, perfect. So I'm gonna go over without burning her scalp. And I'm gonna go all the way through to the end. This is at 390 degrees. And you see I'm moving kind of fast because her hair is not super, super thick. So I'm not gonna keep it on the iron though. Okay? if you guys see, hair calic is gone. But look at how shiny the hair is. And if you guys turn this way, look at how healthy it is. It's not dry, it doesn't smell like fried chicken, like the other ones, okay? And go ahead and feel your hair for me. It's super soft, right? Look in the mirror too, look at your calic. It's gone, right? And then also, if you guys want, it has cool tips on the end, so you don't burn your fingers anymore with the flat iron. So even if you touch your face or your neck, it won't burn you. Okay? So if you grab the end of it, it won't burn you at all, okay? And then if you want, go ahead and turn it back this way. If you want, you guys can also grab it. The reason why we have that little cool tip is so you don't burn your fingers when you're doing curls. So you know a lot of the times when you do a curl, you have to grab it here and then turn it. Sometimes it slips out and it's just a little more difficult. So now you just grab it here and you could always just do a little flip. Just like this. And just go over it. Okay, so you see how I grabbed it and flipped it, so I don't have to worry about burning my fingers. Okay, all the way down to the end. Then you can do nice, beautiful curls. So if you want to do some quick curling, you could do that too. Thanks for being my do you want me to curl it or straighten it out at the end? I can do it. I can straighten all of it or curl it all.
She was gonna comb my hair, I don't know.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, or if you could, yeah.
She was my mom.
Oh really? Okay.
You got enough.
I know, right? I can straighten it if you want, but
Yeah?
yeah, I'll straighten it at the end for being a volunteer. All right, thank you so much. Give her a round of applause. You have beautiful hair, by the way. Okay? So,
Excuse me.
yeah, talk to me.
Show me.
Yeah, so that one is gonna be this one, just a lot of times. You remember how I did the first one? I would do this one. This one, okay? So do that one, you can grab that, and then do the ringlet curl. Remember the wavy? So the twist. All right, and then just do it, all of them here individual, all of them here, and then you brush them. Okay, I'll show you after also, okay? Yeah, good question though, good question. Also, all of our tools, they have a lifetime warranty. Check this out, you guys are gonna be really cool. I'm really shocked at how cool this is. Put this right above it and it pulls up your warranty. It's built inside, your warranty is inside the tool. So if you ever forget your warranty or you lose the little card, you can literally put your phone right above it and it fills out your information of the tool. So all you have to do is fill out your personal and then click register. And that's it, okay? So you never lose your warranty, it's all built inside, okay? We have two variations of the flat iron. Okay, one wide, one regular. The only difference is one's wide and one's regular, okay? So you guys don't have to worry about one being different and they're the same price. So you don't have to worry. If you just like the regular size, no problem, get it. If you want the wide size, same price, okay? Any other questions before I move on to the blow dryer? The blow dryer is gonna be your workhorse, okay? This is your #1 tool that you're gonna use every day, okay? By the way, I forgot to tell you guys, all of our tools have 10 feet of cord. So they have a lot of reach. You never have to worry about the 6 or 8 foot cords, okay? They're too small. We didn't wanna have short cords anymore, we wanted to give you long cord, okay? So, if I turn it on, it blows at 120,000 RPM. So it's very powerful, but it's also pretty quiet. It's not the loudest blow dryer or the quietest blow dryer, but it does, you can be able to talk to your clients, right? With this, okay? Hello. Okay. Now, the cool thing I like about the blow dryer,
Okay.
yeah, you wanna stay here? What I like about the blow dryer is that we wrap the engine in silicone, like rubber, so this way you don't have to worry about like screaming loud, right? So if your client's like, oh hi, how are you? Good, right? And then maybe they're like, I lost my house. Sometimes you're like, oh cool, because you have no idea what they're saying, right? So you don't want to be mean and like not know what they're saying. So this is nice because you can be like, oh my god, what happened? Oh, you know, girl, it's a long story, blah blah blah. Awesome. Let me talk about it, right? Now you can have a conversation. We call it, you know, in Spanish, chisme, right? It's the best part about the job, okay? The money's good, chisme is better, okay? So the gossip is nice to be able to talk and hear all that stuff too, right? Now, this you could pop off that cap, and then we have a filter here. So you guys know you have to clean the blow dryers, okay? If you didn't know, that's okay. Even Spanish don't know that, okay? The reason why you have to clean them is because they have too much dust on the outside, and then it gets clogged. So it reduces the power. You see? Look at the difference. Right? So it needs airflow from the back to the front, okay? So if you have a really loud blow dryer, probably dirty, right? Especially if it's old, right? They might have dust on the inside. So we made this one's very easy to clean. You just rinse it in water, pop it back on, and then this has a little cap with the logo, and that one just goes facing upwards, and it's also magnetic, okay? And it's very strong with a magnet, okay? We have the concentrators you get with it. So you get 2 concentrators. You get the large one, also magnetic, okay? So this is very nice when you're using it as a, using the blow dryer with the round brush, right? So you have wide concentrator. You also have the small concentrator that comes with it. And these little rubber pieces, these are so you don't burn your fingers on the end of the blow dryer when they're hot. Because you know when you pull them off, they always burn your fingers, right? So this is very nice without burning your fingers off, okay? You could put it at any angle you want to. So that's also really nice about the concentrator, okay? You also do get the diffuser for the curls in the back, right? Or for the curls right here. Diffuser, super nice if you want to do some curls, okay? Very, very nice, all right? This one has 3 speed settings, 3 heats, and then you can go cold too. So if you just want to go cold, you can go cold. And I promise you this thing's super powerful. So ready? You feel it?
Yeah.
How you feel it? Watch it in the back. Ready? Amazing. You feel it back there? Oh, I didn't think it was going to reach, actually. Can I reach you? Let's see your hair go back like this, like a model. Okay? It's actually very, very powerful. You can feel how powerful it is, okay? And then it gets super hot too. I've had it on cold, but you can go hot. And then also on the back, you can actually lock it into place, okay? So you don't accidentally click the buttons. You know, sometimes you click the buttons while you're drying it, and it changes the setting or you turn it off. This one is a lock on the back, okay? And then last, I'll show you the last part. It has a self-cleaning feature. So if you need to clean the inside, sometimes there's a little dot right here. That dot will be red, and that means it needs to be cleaned inside. Okay, now we don't expect you to take apart the blow dryer and fix it. We actually added a reverse feature that blows it out backwards. Okay, now how you do that is you're gonna hold this button while it's off and then just turn it on. And you see it blinking on the back? So that's just so it's cleaning the inside. So it's coming from the front to the back, right? So you see here, there's nothing from the front. It's self-cleaning. So it's pretty cool that you can clean your blow dryer like that. And then you're just gonna wait all the way until it turns off. Right there, okay? So when it turns off, then you know it's done. Turn it back off to the off position. Make sure that this is clean. Put that on. Put the cap on. You turn it on again. And now you're ready to go then. Now your heat will come right back. Sometimes they turn the heat off. The blow dryer will automatically turn your heat off if you haven't cleaned the inside. If it's dirty forever, it'll just turn off your heat, and then you'll be blow drying with no heat, and you think it's broken. All you have to do, reverse blow dry it, let it go all the way until it turns off, turn it back on, and then your heat will come right back. Okay, just a safety feature so you don't blow up your blow dryer. Okay. Oh, last thing, I forgot to tell you guys. Put it to the on position. If you hold this button right here, hold it for like maybe like 20 seconds. Okay. Make sure it's not in the lock position either. Otherwise, you're gonna be holding this button until you get old. Okay. So now this is a new feature that we actually added onto the blow dryer. So you see that blue light on the back? It's blue now. So put your hand around the handle. It'll turn on automatically when she puts her hand around the handle. And then when she takes her hand off, it just turns off.
Oh.
So put your hand on the handle, turns on automatically. And then she can set it down, and turns on. So it's built in the handle. So when you're using it, you can just use it and just put it down. And then just pick it up when you're ready, and then it's automatic. So if you want an automatic blow dryer, it's pretty cool. It's built in the handle.
Wait, how do you turn that feature on again?
So you just want to put it in the on, and then hold that button.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to hold it for like 20 seconds. Okay? It's gonna feel like it's too long, but we did it on purpose just so you don't accidentally click it on and off, because then you'll probably get annoyed, right? So if you guys see, it's built in the handle. Right? So if I touch it anywhere else, no, we're gonna do it just here. Okay, so if you're one of these blow dryers, maybe you are, you don't have to use a sensor, just turn it off. So make sure it's in the on position, and then just reverse what I just did. So hold that button. It's like 20 seconds or so. Right? Now it's just an on and off blow dryer. No matter where you hold it, on and off, normal. Okay, so if you don't like that feature, don't worry, you don't have to have it. It's just an added feature just for your benefit, okay? Any questions about that? You missed the best part.
I did.
You did. I'll show you the blow dryer, okay? But
She
basically,
has, her hair is wet, isn't it?
oh yeah, your hair's wet, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
How fast does it take you to dry your hair?
Like 2 days.
To
Well,
dry it? Oh, and naturally.
Natural, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was like, dang, that's a long time. You're there for 2 days like that? Your hair must be tired. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe at the end we could blow dry. If you guys want to try it on her hair, maybe if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Yeah? So if you guys want to try the blow dryer and see how fast it dries, it's about 50% faster drying times than most other blow dryers in the market. So, just depends on which blow dryer you have, right? So it's a little bit faster, okay? So it blows faster and it gets hotter, so that's the reason why it's faster drying times. Okay, any questions? And that's it. All right, have a good day. I'm just kidding. Let me show you guys the prices, okay? So this way you guys can see if it fits in your budget, okay? The cool thing about our company is that if it doesn't fit in your budget today, you still have some options for you, okay? So if you don't have no money, it's okay, you're just like me, okay? We both don't have money, okay? We'd be broke together. But I'm gonna show you guys how you guys can still be broke, but still be able to afford the tools, okay? I only have one card, which has all the prices. So we're gonna have to take a picture on both sides and then pass it, okay? So this way you guys have it in your phone, okay? So the first bundle is if you loved Enzo Milano, you loved me also, you'll get this package, okay? No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to. It's just the biggest package, okay? It has everything inside that I showed you and didn't show you. It's $1,295. So sometimes it's not people's first choice because they get scared when they see the comma, right? So yes, it is a lot if it's not worth it to you, right? But the retail price is actually $2,633. So on our website, if you go and click each one, it comes out to $2,600 or more, okay? But for you guys, your pricing is gonna be $1,295. Now what that comes with is all the barrels. That's including even the clips, everything that we have here today, okay? All the clips, the clipless, the bi-tube, all 9 barrels. You're gonna get a flat iron of your choice, you get to choose one. You also get an added bonus of an air curler. Okay, it's an air curler. I have it in my bag, if you guys wanna try it. And then also it comes with a straightener comb. Okay, also. So you get that as 2 added little extra gifts. Now, remember I was telling you the Pro Tools versus retail tools? That's more of a retail items. These are 2 retail items, more meant for you to do at home. Okay, they're about $300 tools, so you get 2 $300 tools for free, plus the straightener, the curling irons, the handle, the blow dryer. You're also gonna get to change out the color of the on the blow dryer. Remember I showed you guys the rubber tips of the concentrators, wherever they are? Oh, here, there. You can change out the colors to like pink, blue, green, whatever you want, okay? So we have 4 colors to choose from. And then you also get heat mats with it. So you guys see the heat mats? So you get 3 heat mats. Also, we have this, which is gonna be your bag that carries all your barrels. So you know the barrels that get really hot and then you have nowhere to put them. You can put it in this bag right here, the small bag, and it carries all your tools while they're hot. Okay, so that's free. Also, you're gonna get the bag. So if you guys saw me earlier with this bag when I came in, I just carry this everywhere. This is just my tools bag. So if you like the Louis Vuitton and the Milano, Feliciano, blah, 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 right? If you guys like the designer bags, this is it, okay? Except it's just Enzo Milano. It's not any of the other stuff. But it is real leather, okay? And it is bougie. Yeah, there's a smaller one. I don't have that one with me, the smaller one.
Oh, okay.
But you do get it in the back, okay? It does have like suede on the inside. It's pretty nice, okay? We only have 6 more of these, by the way, at the office. And then we won't have any more until next year because they're on back order. But if you guys do want to get the big bundle, you guys can, okay? Now the next option we have is basically just without the bag, the big bag, and without the 2 little extra tools, the air curler and the straightener comb, okay? That one brings it down to $9.95. So if you don't like the bag and care for the bag, no problem, right? $9.95 and you get everything. Now, $7.95 is the most popular. I'll tell you guys that right now. $7.95 is the most popular. Now, the reason why is because you get a blow dryer, a straightener, and 4 curling irons of your choice, okay? So the cool thing about this one is that if you have the 4 curling irons, say you want to add on more barrels, you just buy the barrels because you already comes with the handle. So you just say, hey Eli, you text me on Instagram, right? Eli.enzomilano. Hey Eli, I bought the tools from you. I bought the Premier bundle. I want to buy another barrel. How much? I'll give it to you guys for $55. Online they sell them for $75 plus tax and shipping. Okay, so for you guys will get that discount from me. Okay, if you guys have this bundle.
Buy this one, so you use the discount, and then later we change your mind to buy another part. We got another
Yeah,
discount.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. She asked, this is a good question. She asked if she bought this kit right now and maybe she wants to buy other tools in the future to kind of build her kit. Can she get a discount in the future? Yeah. If I see that you've already ordered from me, dude, I'll give you a discount if you order one thing from me. Okay, you guys are my customer. I'm gonna take care of you guys. Okay. So even if you guys buy one thing, not if you guys buy heat mats because they're like $10. Okay. So if you like, I buy heat mats, give me a deal on this, the big bundle. Right? I can't. Okay, but yeah. So on the back, I'll show you guys. It has all the barrels that we sell. Now we have an Uno. For those of you who speak Spanish, this is one. It's also Italian, so that's why it's Uno, because it's an Italian company. Duo, the Trio, and the Quattro. Okay, and that means it's 1 barrel, 2 barrels, 3 barrels, or 4. Okay, so you get to choose any of them, and it comes with a handle, 1 handle for any of those. Okay. Now the cool thing is that say for example you're like Eli, I have no money, but I like the curling irons, and I definitely want to start using a curling wand because I like how it comes out. You can just buy one for $155, and now you have the handle and the 1 barrel, and then you can just buy the barrels later as you go. Okay, so if you just want to kind of entry level, like I just want to start, I just started yesterday, no problem, I can do that for you. Okay. Then if you want to increase it, the cheaper it gets as you start to go. Okay, it gets cheaper and cheaper. If you just want one item, this is going to be your show pricing. It says show, but it's actually student pricing. We make a lot of flyers for shows, and I accidentally grabbed one that had the defective show instead of student. Okay, so that's going to be your guys' price. But this is just for individual. If you just want to buy 1 thing or 2 things, you guys can do that too. Okay, so I'm going to pass this around. If you guys can just take a picture of it on both sides on your phone and then pass it, so this way you can still see it on your phone. Okay, and be careful with the glare because it's laminated. Okay, and then I'm going to show you guys 3 different options today. Okay, so remember I'll tell you guys if you're broke, you don't have enough money, no problem. We're still best friends. Okay, there's going to be 3 options for you guys today. The first option is pay now. That one's pretty self-explanatory. You give me money, I send you the tools, right? You give me, it has to be debit card, credit card, Apple Pay, or Android Pay. If you have cash, I don't accept cash. I'm so sorry. It's just because my boss knows I like to go to the casino, and I spend the money at the casino. So, no, I'm just kidding. No, just if you have cash, I just can't take cash. I don't have any change. Unless you just want to tip me, great, amazing, then we're best friends, okay? But if it's $275 and then you give me $300, I'm just gonna keep the other amount because I don't have any change for you, okay? So that's why I say I don't accept cash. Now, pay now, debit card, credit card, Apple Pay, Android Pay. If you want to split it up into like 2 cards, 3 cards, no problem, I can do it for you, okay? Or I take Nike shoes if you have size 10, Nike shoes. I'm just kidding. Pay now. The second one is gonna be payments. Now, this is the part where I was telling you guys, if you're like, Eli, I'm broke, we have payments for as low as the high price of $0 today. Okay, today. Obviously, you're going to pay for it. But today, if you have no money, and you're like, Eli, I have no money, but I love these tools and I want to buy them, what do my payments look like? Come up, and I'll do it individually for you, and I'll show you your payments for you, for what you'll get approved for. And I can get you guys approved, I would say, about 5 out of 10 students, about 50% will get approved for payments if it's higher than the first bundle, or the first bundle and the second bundle. The first bundle, the $795, I would say about 8 to 10 get approved for the first bundle. It goes upon the amount, right? So if you never use Afterpay, ShopPay, or Klarna, then you're probably gonna get approved for $600 or below. Right, so they may say it's declined, but it's not technically declined. It's just that you didn't get approved because you never used them, or maybe maybe you're 17 and you never had a credit card in your life, right? Or 18 years old and you never owned a credit card. You're probably not in the credit bureau, right? So they can't see you. They have to trust you. So they give you a small amount to start, right? But if you guys have used Afterpay, ShopPay, or Klarna, and you make your payments and all that stuff, they're probably gonna approve you for a lot, right? The first class that I did, and one of the students, she got approved. I'll tell you her exact one. She wanted to do the $795, and I was actually really shocked. I was like, "Dang, girl, that's amazing. You got a really good deal." She got approved for $795 for that first bundle, and her payments were $53 per month. She got approved for $0 down today. 0 today. And her first payment was in the 1 month from today, on the 8th of November. So she's gonna get her tools in 3 to 5 business days before she even makes her first payment. Because they pay us right away. Once you say yes, I'll do it, then you accept the loan, then they just pay us right away and we send you your tools. Why do we need to hold it? We don't care. We want you to pay it off, obviously, because it's gonna hurt your credit if you don't, okay?
There's no interest.
There's interest. That's including interest. That's what she got approved for. She got approved for, I think it was $36 for a 12-month plan. Now, $36 is divided by 12 months. So her payment was actually, I think her amount of interest was $3 per month. So that's pretty cool. It was a really good interest rate. That's why I told her, I was like, that's crazy. I've never seen $36. That's like $3 per month. That's amazing. So it's divided into the 12 months. But it's also included in her $53. So it was technically probably $50, but with the interest, it was $53 a month. Make sense? So this is just what she got approved for. Everyone's subject to their own, whatever they get approved for. But this is just an example so you guys kind of have an idea, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're like, Eli, I don't have money, but I have money next month coming in, sure, great. You can get approved for $0 down, see what your payments look like, and if you're like, cool, I could afford $50 a month, so this way I can at least get one of everything, I would say do it, right? This is the part where I talk about investing in yourself, right? Invest in yourself, you guys will make money. That's gonna be the payments option. Okay, that looks so sloppy, so I'm gonna erase that. Okay, payments. Now, the last option we have, a lot of companies will come in and tell you, you need to buy it today or nothing at all, right? Too bad you lost out. We're not like that, okay? Invoice basically means I send you what you're looking for. So if you're like, Eli, I like the $7.95, I gotta go home, I gotta ask my boyfriend, my girlfriend, mom, dad, sister, brother, whatever. I gotta ask somebody for help. I can send you an invoice of what you're looking for, and then you have 2 weeks to pay it. Okay, so 2 weeks. I basically this is just like a free ride. Like, I'm just sending it to you. Hopefully you pay it. If you don't, who cares? It just expires. Okay, so, I try to tell all my students, if you're really gonna try to like get it, because if you try to get it, like most of the time, maybe like 8 out of 10 students don't even pay it. Maybe 2 students out of 10 people will pay it. That's okay. Maybe the parents said no, or maybe their spouse said it's too expensive. That's fine, right? But if you guys really want to get it, I would recommend come up, see me, get an invoice, and then tell me what you're looking for, and then go home. You have 2 weeks to pay it. Okay. And if you don't pay it, like I said, it just expires. It's not like we're gonna come after you. You didn't pay nothing, right? We didn't lose nothing. Okay. Any questions about these? Pretty simple, right? This is what I'm gonna do. The first one who puts their name on the board in any of these 3 categories, I'll give them the free buy tube that's brand new. This is the buy tube, the old version of it, but it's just a free gift from me to you guys. Okay, so whoever wants to put their name first. Okay. Do you guys have any questions for me?
Can you create your own bundle?
Yes, that's a great question. Yeah, you could let me know what you're looking for. Like, I want this, and this, and I'll create a bundle that makes sense and give you a discount.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to create your own bundle, let's do it. Yeah, I'm down game for whatever.
Just check what the difference between this one.
Yeah,
The one that has.
this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the one has this thing.
The clamp?
Yeah. And the other.
Oh, and this one.
The one that doesn't have.
Yeah.
The
You
one?
want to see the difference?
Yes.
So this is gonna be more of
Yeah.
a curl. This is more for curls. This is more for like waves. Right? So this is gonna be more for curling, like spiral, like the ribbon curl. And then this one can do ribbon curl, ringlet, and body wave. More styling. But clips is always good to have, right? Because you can get closer to the root and stuff like that. So it just depends. It just depends on what you like. Yeah. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You're welcome. That's a good question though. What other questions do you guys have? Did you guys enjoy the class?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for your time and all that. I hope the best for you guys, and I want you guys to make a bunch of money. So when you guys do, you guys take me to dinner. Okay?
Can I put my name under the invoice?
Yeah, you can do that. If you guys just want to see your payments too, you guys can always just try the payments. You don't have to buy it if you don't like the payments. Okay? And then, do you guys have any other questions before you go? You guys are all set to do whatever you need to do. If you guys want to come try the tools, come try it with me, and see how it works. Okay? Thank you guys so much. You guys were awesome. Thank you. It has the small bag. The one that has the barrel. The big bag only comes in the top one.
¿A las 8 veo?
Yeah.
Ya son las 7, pues.
Yeah. Do you want to straighten your hair?
Sí,
Yeah.
15 por las 7.
Right now? Yeah, I got time right now. Right now? Do you want to cut her hair right now? Are you going to cut her hair right now, or do you want me to straighten her?
Eran las 7 por el
It's up to you. It's up to you.
Lo va a comprar
Yeah, let's straighten it.
a la fría.
Come on over, and then we'll fix it right here, okay?
Está chila.
I'm gonna put a little temperature for you. I'm not gonna put it high.
Tiene que estar calentada.
Yeah, just try it. Yeah, you like
I don't
it?
wanna do this
Here, how
one, but I
about
wanna
this? Try
see
it
what.
without it first, and you tell me if you like it. Yeah? You can bring it over, though. Bring it over. Yeah, bring it over here. Yeah, go grab it and then bring it over here. Yeah. You put your name down?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. This is yours. Let me go ahead and send you the invoice. Do you know what you wanted? Bree, right?
Yes.
Okay, Bree. Yeah, absolutely. There you go. I turned it on right there. And then Bree, do me a favor. Just type in your first and last name for me. Okay, first and last name. And if you guys want anything, just let me know. Put your name on the part you want, okay? Perfect. Yeah, that's the one that you signed up with. And a lot of people are like, how did you have my information? All right, and then which one did you want to get? The invoice there? Yeah, let's do it. Do you want to see what you get approved for?
Yeah.
Yeah, got you. And this way you can see if it makes sense for you or not. All right, let me do that. No, you put in your own social. But it's not gonna run a credit. Yeah, it's not like you're gonna lose points. That's the cool thing about this. It's just like a pre-approval type of thing. The only time it ever brings your points down is if you don't pay it and it goes to collections. Then it hits your credit. So, what flat iron would you like? So you get to choose. You can choose the wide one or the regular size.
What's your favorite?
I really like. Well, they're both the same. It's just one's different. This one's good, better for like short hair. Yeah, the wide one. Let's do the wide because you have a lot of hair.
Yeah.
And then what about the barrels? Which 4 barrels you get to choose any 4? Okay. Okay. 11. Then you get okay, the 31. Perfect. And then what color mats would you like? Pink? You got it. And then you want to do the same thing for the blow dryer for the trim? Pink to match it? It'll come up black already, but I'm just going to add them pink for you. Right. And then I'm going to send this to your emails. Do you have your phone on you by chance? I'll open that email. And then I will show you. Okay. Zanaya? Is it okay? You want me to wait for you or?
Yeah, I'm asking.
No problem. Yeah, take your time. Yeah. Is that you?
Yeah.
How do you say your name?
It's Maria.
I was like, that looks like an N. I was like, I don't know. I don't want to say it wrong. Maria.
Name over.
All right, Maria. Go ahead and type in your first and last name for me. It should pop up if you sign up for that form. Sorry, the box kind of got moving, but it's brand new. That one's actually thinner than the other one that you're gonna get. So this was like our original design. We made it a little bit thicker because people wanted it. That's why we made it a little bit thicker. It's so cool. Yeah, I love it. All right, and then what about you? Which one would you like, Maria? Yeah, let's do it. What do you want to do?
I think I'm the blow dryer.
Okay.
And then,
Blow dryer. Okay.
but I don't know if I want to do these together.
So
Or I just want
I'll tell you what you can do. So you see the blow dryer price? So retail price is $45. The left blow dryer is the same one, it just comes in a nice box. So it's just better packaging, but if you want to pay $100,
I'm good.
yeah. Blow dryer is $495. You're gonna get this for $385. So let me show you actually. $385. Now the cool thing is you can add in an uno, duo, trio, or quattro. And then you're gonna save an extra $35 because you're bundling 2 items. So this is considered one item, and then the blow dryer will be another item. So if you see this is 155, and if you wanted to get 3 items or 4, the 285, right? This is your student price minus 35 because you're bundling 2, so you go to 635. Now, if you flip on the back, you get a straightener for minus 795. You're getting a straightener for 160. And the straightener is 185 your price, 150, 355 online. So, and then you also get advance.
I was like, wait.
And you get trim, and you get the trim. That's why we did it like that. You know what I mean? On purpose. Just so you can, it makes more sense. It's better discount bundles.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was like, wait, turn it around.
Para que la pueda entender.
Yeah, you're like, wait a minute, we're closed.
Yeah.
Pues está a tiempo uno para el
You
examen.
can choose any. You can choose any. You can do
Pues
one,
eso
two,
cuando
three,
por
four.
eso
On the
debemos ver
bundles,
desde ahorita.
this one comes with 4. This one comes with 12 of them. This one comes with 4.
Hoy me quitaron el internet, ahorita casi
So
sin
you get to
internet.
choose whichever one you like.
Una hora puedo quitarlo.
Big bag, yeah. Yeah, that one has one.
No, ya se regresó,
You wanna
pero
try
una
that
hora
one?
perdida.
Yeah, okay. Let me finish with Maria, and I'm gonna do yours right now, okay? Just stick around, don't leave yet, okay? Because otherwise I'll have to go find you somewhere, okay? All right, so what did you think about that? Did you like that one a little better?
Yeah.
Might as well, right?
Nomás que no puedo avanzar.
Did you want,
porque
if you want, I can
las
show you how to take the like or see what your tables are.
I don't know. I'm still like.
Debating?
Yeah.
You can look at it, yeah. So I'll just send it to you if you just want. If you want to change anything, just message me on Instagram.
Okay.
And then you'd be like, hey Eli, I want to switch it to the straightener and the blow dryer, you know? So let me build it for you really quick. And then did you get the email?
se les pierde.
I popped into that email really quick. And then.
I mean, ideally, I kind of just want the blow dryer.
Yeah.
You told me after, it's because I thought about like doing the blow dryer. I mean the
blowout?
the blowout.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so annoying taking like a big one and then putting it down, take it off. And I was like, oh my gosh.
This one's so easy. If you want, you can always do like a 2-set.
Lo mismo que le
You
sabe.
do 2 anything. If you do like a 2-barrel,
No,
185.
güey, me compro la comida china y como.
Oops.
Me
185
voy a comer la comida china.
plus 385 minus 35.
Ni la
Now put you at
licencia.
535 for a blow dryer and 2 premiere.
I mean, it just
I know.
kind of like.
It's like so close. It's so close. I get it. You tell me. I'll tell you what. You think about it for a second,
Yeah.
Para sola.
and then
Like, but
yeah, give me a second, and then I'll go to hers,
yeah.
and then you tell me which one you want, okay? But don't leave either, okay?
I'll just.
Type in your first and last name for me, and then for
Pero,
yours.
pues ya que usa sin cable, ya.
Your browser.
Sí, checo. Que ya.
So,
Eso es sin cable, todo lo demás.
you know which one that you like.
Batalla con el cable, pero. Es de
Okay, try
electricidad.
Afterpay. Is that Afterpay?
Do you guys have an attachment for the?
No, we made one, and then the magnet fell off. Like it just falls off easily, so we need to make one that goes over, but we hold off like the little ring.
And there's nothing that like universal that will fit here?
We tried it. The only thing is this, is that once we come out with one that's a better design, everyone who buys a blow dryer from us will get the email saying like, one, here's a discount code. And then you get like a super like $5.
Yeah,
So-
it's
So
hard.
that's cool too. So we do come up, we're gonna come out with one though.
Nada, que le digo que no es nada.
Same question.
Yeah, I wanna check if I wanna
Todos los
pay
trabajos
this.
desde la otra, los que he entregado, los compras ya.
I can show you. If not, then the invoice. Sure.
Que también ya te lo voy a dar.
And then Afterpay, just go through those steps. Yeah. No, go
Pero
to,
es un.
yeah,
Ya
go to pay
partido.
now. And then,
Se frega un chingo para hacerlos uno y ella nomás para que los usen.
it'll like have you sign in. So Afterpay just bought Cash App. So it'll connect your Cash App, but it'll continue. It's okay, it'll just make you one. Yeah.
Lo que ya
Alright, take a seat right here.
Ya se le subió el diabetes. Se le subió el diabetes.
Gaby.
Spelling?
Cuando hayan abusado.
And,
A. B.
G?
B.
okay, go to login with this number already.
Y.
And then go to
No,
continue.
este.
And then go to log in with one time. Last name and then date of birth. Is it Zena? Tanisha.
No, si estamos haciendo la herramienta. Pero no tiene clientes, ¿no? Pero si estamos haciendo. Yo tuve clientes y la
And that's just gonna be, that's an example. You might get approved for something better or it could be even more.
But if I pay with my credit card and payments,
Está bien,
Credit card, it has to be debit card, because it's gonna drop the payment like.
Yo quisiera todo, pero
It has to be debit.
No quedó sueño, está pasando una chica.
For like the payment plans.
depende de tu credit score.
Shop, Klarna, and Afterpay will be credit card.
Whenever we add a credit card, it says it has to be debit and the thing, it'll read out.
Really? Because when I bought the set, I paid with my credit card.
The whole thing or payments?
The same.
Okay, well, that's weird.
Yeah.
What credit card is that?
I have American Express, and then I have Apple credit card. I think the only one that it doesn't take is Chase.
We'll try it.
Like, watch.
Yeah, we'll try it, yeah. I'm down to try it though, if it does work. Oh, perfect, yeah.
I know
So there you go.
it.
What's cool too, so if you click it, it'll show, it'll show you. Zero down, interest.
Ya te hambre, ¿no? Pero es bueno que traiga una evolución a uno.
That's just one option, if you like any of those options.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. If you like any of those options, you just click it and you can go to continue. If you don't, if you wanna see your other options, you just exit out and then you go to that one. And you can see the other options. But the cool thing is, Afterpay is the only one that has 24 months, which is longer, but it's cheap payment, so you don't really feel it that much. But I like Afterpay for that. Now, if you wanna do Shop Pay, Shop Pay, you know?
Pero él dijo que eso lo puedes en los comerciales. No, eso lo puedes comprar like en
And then
el.
it should go to the section.
¿Y cuál es el, y pues, pero qué es el costo de cada uno de ellos?
And then, yeah, from then to,
Para la gente que no es estilista.
Yeah, pay with
Es
Master.
como casero.
oh dang, I didn't know you could do credit cards. They didn't know us to do credit card last time.
But it would have to be, I did it with a firm.
A firm is different, yeah. A firm is different. Because a firm is Shop Pay, because it's in a firm, it's not really Shop Pay. It's like two, they're still considered.
They should just do shopping.
Yeah, you can do the Shop Pay, yeah. I could try it too, if you wanna try the credit card, we'll try it. And then go to, oh, it's gonna have you add a card.
A mí me está dando sueño, hambre, frío.
So that one is actually just a start. Once you put the debit card in, it'll show you what.
Pues no puede trabajar así cuando hay.
And then try that, and just go to the step there and then see. Just don't where it has a loan agreement, it'll tell you like, are you down to accept this? Don't go next, okay? 'Cause unless you really want it, then you can buy it.
And I have 2 weeks to invoice before it expires.
Yeah, so you have to do the invoice and you can just do the payments.
Okay.
Yeah, that's already in your
Yeah,
invoice.
so this one and this one, you can
Oh,
ask if you want a bundle. Ask them for a
What does
bundle.
that?
Like, you create your own.
If I create my own,
You could create
you're gonna
whatever
give me the.
She wants a bag.
Oh, the big bag only comes with the biggest one.
Oh.
Yeah, because we only have 6 left of these. We only have 6 left.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
What if you just
We
want to
don't
buy
sell
it by
them.
itself?
I know, we don't sell them.
Wow.
Pero lo más difícil que tiene 4.
Thank you. It's all blacked out, you know? So, what was your question?
If I want to pay the payment,
Yeah, you want to see how much that is? Yeah. Do that for you.
So how do you get one of these?
Yeah, if you have any questions, if you have any questions, just message me on Instagram if you want to have any questions about your invoice.
okay,
All right,
thank you.
thank you.
Ya de que no se queda.
You have to, it comes in this bundle right here.
What if you just want to buy it?
I had somebody who literally offered me $1,000 for my boss, they said no, 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 it's just not. And I was like, why? Like, why? They want to offer me.
Empecé el 8.
Next year we'll have more than
Termino el día 30.
Yeah, have you have Instagram? I have Instagram. Yeah, we'll have more like in
Or
January.
next year,
No.
And then in January, we'll order like a bunch more and we could just like, maybe we'll sell them. We don't right now. Maybe in the future. Yeah.
Me dijo que no, que le diera todo.
I'll call you back right now.
What is it?
That's the straight to home.
That's perfect.
Oh, yeah, we saw it
Ah,
earlier.
sí,
Yeah,
hacía
it's
2,
like
3.
Do you have it on here?
Yeah, I have it here actually.
Yeah.
In my bag. Yeah, you can grab it. Here too. Yeah, it goes before.
But it like doesn't show your hair at all. And you can touch your scalp with it, but it doesn't heat up. I like it.
Sorry, give me 1 second, okay? You have time for me today?
¿De qué?
Alright, so I'm gonna do the big bundle and then I'll show you what your payments look like, okay? And you can tell me if you wanna do it or if you don't. Did you call your husband and ask him?
You guys are gonna come back, right?
Yeah, we'll be back in 6 months. Oh, actually, we're gonna be back on Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, but it's gonna be in the morning time.
Friday.
Yo, usted, José, la muchacha bonita.
Sí.
So if you wanna come back in the morning, my cousin will, I think my cousin.
Es comitología en español. Está bien, está con la maestra
No,
Dulce.
venido,
Sí,
como
para-
5 venidos demasiado.
Y
La van a
cubano,
traducir.
Con él, 5 o 6 nomás.
y ya no tiene problema.
And then do you know which color you wanna get with the big bundle? You get to choose the white or the regular size. Do you wanna go with the big one or the small one? Cause you'll get the air curler one and then the straight foam. And then you get one straight.
Nomás son dos pasos y las
Yeah, wide or regular.
Ya anda en carro, echa el carro, no con el camión.
Pelo es mejor la guay, ¿no?
This is
Puedes
like
agarrar
for
más
long
como
hair,
la
like
y luego
So this one also
para
uses the shorter clients.
también con la chiquita.
So, but they're both really good. It's the same thing, just one's smaller. But it's up to you, whatever you feel like is better. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. And what color maps do you wanna get?
Inalámbrica, ya la gente busca sin cable.
And then I'm gonna get you the trim for the green one too, for the blow dryer.
Porque es la potencia que
The
tiene.
big bag, that's gonna be the big bag
Y con
included, and the
la
small
otra,
bag
que
too.
tú estás las cargando. Se descuida uno.
Yeah, I'm gonna show her how her payments are. So I'm gonna send it to your email.
7.95.
So go to your phone, if you have your phone, and then go to your email, and then I'll show you what your payments are, okay? And then you're next actually. I'm gonna type in your name again. Do you know what you like?
¿Saldeo también?
I don't know, I'm more like on the blow dryer.
You could just do the blow dryer for now if you want. I can send you the invoice. Or you could do the whole, save an extra 35. So let me see. Did you like the curling irons? I would say at least get an Uno. It's 155 and you'll save 35. So this way you have the handle and then you can decide your own.
Okay, do the invoice for that.
So I'll do the double. So it'll be a Uno and a C3, which is a 1 and then the blow dryer.
Sí, ¿de qué?
Esa sí yo me la llevé.
And then if you want to change it, you'll have it in your email. Just text me and then I can always change it. If you change it, that's it.
Pero ya la
And then what barrel did you want?
toda la cosa, pero no me la terminaron.
I don't.
You have to like,
Alcance, es la
She put her name
Y
first.
luego el otro día que fui y dije, te voy a la tela y todo.
Whoever puts her name down first.
Yo,
You could use it though. She works with you.
She lives in
Like maybe just have her bring it here. You could.
South, it's Chula Vista, not living in North County.
She was far.
When mine comes in, I'll give you this one.
which one did you say? The one,
Porque
was
cigarros.
the best for the,
The waves.
Me gustó eso.
1 inch, 25.
Sí, es lo mismo, la única diferencia es que este es el
nomás le falta
No,
y le
mucha limpieza.
cambia de
Cualquier
temperatura.
cosa
Okay,
de
just send it to your
Ah,
email.
pero le falta pintura, la hizo rosita.
Pero el peluche ese, muy...
Nah, pero me gustó a mí.
que la está
And then you want to go to your email really quick? It should come in your email. And yours too. Yours should come in your email. Right there. And click that. And then go to continue to check out. And this is just going to pretend like.